Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar. It's time for MLB 19, the show, and this is the greatest rivalry in baseball as we're going to be seeing the Boston Red Sox square off against the New York Yankees. This has been tradition for a long time to play this particular game on the outset of any new MLB The Show, or really, wow, we're going way back, even MLB 2K. You don't always play this. So with all the things that are going on and me considering posting MLB and Madden on this channel, I thought this would be a great opportunity to play the game. So Ollie, if you're watching, I'm playing as the Yankees just for you. Anyway, so for this particular game, it is going to be longer than what I think most of the episodes have been in the past. I just feel like there's a lot to talk about. But starting off, I think it's Mookie Betts with the hit into left center. He's going to go ahead and get a double and really start this game off for the Red Sox on a positive note. Getting that double and the awesome little jig right there. Shimmy, shimmy. All right, so for me, like I said, I'm really considering posting back on this channel again. I have some ideas on what I want to do. For MLB The Show, I have created a My Player, and if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys have seen who that is. I guess I could say it now. I'm making Dunbar Snack Bar for the My Player for MLB The Show. I had thought about doing somebody like really, really cool. You know how I used to do like Sandlot players in the past, and occasionally I'll do some people with some crazy names. So I was thinking about doing a Roberto de la Rosa, just for old time's sake. But I decided no, because if I continue to do this, it'd be cool to be able to say Roberto de la Rosa for a whole year. So, strikeout, by the way, right there. So yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. I have a franchise that I've gotten a few games in with this. And I thought, you know, maybe 2 of those a week. And then also with Madden doing a franchise, a My Player. And there's a really cool NCAA feature. Well, I guess it's a mod more than anything. It allows you to be able to play as college football teams. And so one time a week, kind of going through that. Because there are some limitations because it is in the Madden environment. You don't get the full amount of teams. You're limited to 32, and as they continue to develop stuff for Madden 20, for example, there's going to be some different teams and stuff like that. Anyway, Brett Gardner with the first stolen base that I've got right here in MLB 19, the show. You know, from a team perspective, I mean, I've done some stuff in My Player where, surprise, surprise, the guy's going to be super speedy. But anyway, Brett Gardner getting it done right there in scoring position. We got the 1-1 count right here. That's going to go into left field. The question is, am I going to leave Gardner right there at third? Yes, I am. There are a lot of things that I have to refamiliarize myself with when it comes to this game. And you will see that not only in this episode, but other episodes of MLB The Show that I could end up posting, there are a lot of mistakes that I end up making. So guys, please bear with me as I'm going through this. But there is the first run of the game going to the Yankees. I will take that sac fly right there. One of the things I also got to tell you guys, too, is when it comes to playing this game, not only are there going to be mistakes, but I have to figure out where the difficulty setting is going to be for me. Rather than going through and playing just a ton of games to try and find out what that is and then start, I just want to get into it. But this one going deep into left field. There we go. First home run, too. Caught. I was really hoping right there. I am struggling when it comes to power hitting in this game. I think this is game number 3 or something like that I've played, and I have not been able to get a home run yet. So hopefully we'll see that in this one. But gosh, another one in the center field. Here we are in the 2nd inning. We've already seen a couple good hits out of the Red Sox. Fortunately, it is spaced out between innings because I wouldn't want to see back-to-back big hits for the Red Sox right here. Be able to get a run and tie this game up. I feel like, though, that even though it has been quite a while since I have played this game, oh my gosh, that was No, that's worse. Can't get the throw over to first. That is going to go as an E2. And that is what I'm talking about, the type of mistakes I'm going to make, forgetting that if you hit the button more than once, that you're going to go ahead and cancel your throw. So runners on first and second. This is going to go into center field, and I'm going to make the throw over to third. That is going to be an assist from center field. So I replace one crazy play, that error, with another one. The runner on second not going to third, even though that was pretty likely that one was going to drop. So we cancel it out. That should have been a single. So we've got the run on first, but we got the out making up for the error. So we're all good right there. 0-2 count right here, top of the second. There we go. Catch in foul territory. That's going to mark the end of the second inning. We're obviously going to go to number 3 here next. We've got some highlights that really spread out through this entire game, which is really cool to be able to see. Because of the way that I have been playing recently, a lot of innings where not too much has really happened. So that'll change here in this episode. But there are some things that I have been able to pick up on as if I had never left. One of them has been pitching. That had always been my strong suit, I felt like, in MLB The Show. With pulse pitching, just getting it in the right location, and the strategies that I had before were still there. You know, how much I love throwing that four-seam fastball inside right at the wrists to try and jam the hitter, but... so that's come back. Timing on hitting has been very, very different. I think that's because I have got a very different setup than when I was playing this game previously. So what I've got right now is my my PS4 connected to a computer, but it's split out to where it's also going to a computer monitor and going to another computer to record. And that's also... Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into it, but basically it's split up between me streaming my PC to this computer, which is going to record the PS4. Probably makes no sense. But anyway, since I'm playing this on a computer monitor that is meant for gaming, I'm looking at... Oh, man, another error. I'm looking at timing being very different because, like, with a TV, you've got the delay... all of that that you got to factor in here that I don't anymore. So just kind of adjusting to the timing on everything is going to take me probably a while. And I think that's one of the things that's contributing to some of the frustrations I have when it comes to power hitting. All right. Xander Bogaerts. Here you go. Fourth inning. It is still 0-1. So I feel like that with everything that has gone on, I've been pretty fortunate to have not allowed a run. And here I go, opening my mouth. This is going to turn into a double, and this very well could produce a run for the Boston Red Sox. So in addition to, I think, some of the things coming back to me as far as pitching goes, one important part is really not getting worried about runners in scoring position. Like, that doesn't change the way that I throw at all. So I still feel pretty confident when I've got runners like this in scoring position. I'll still be able to get out of it. I mean, I can give up one run and still have the game tied. I don't, obviously want to lose the lead here. But yeah, no, it's been nice having pitching at least being where it was before. That's going to be another thing I'm going to have to change, I think, as far as difficulty goes as I progress through it. I decided not to go with the dynamic difficulty just because in the one, practice game that I played, everything was on rookie, and I didn't need to necessarily start there. Plus, I really feel like it's going to get to a point where it's bad enough where, I may win a couple games really big and be like, okay, yeah, now it is time to change the difficulty. But if you're starting off on rookie, I don't know how long it was, it would take to get to the point where I want to be. By the way, that was a weak whistle. Anyway, another K right here. It was so nasty that bat went through his body. All right. Still runner in scoring position. This is going to advance him as I make the throw over to first to be able to get the out. So I think that's Xander Bogaerts there on third. 90 feet away from home, 2 outs. That is going to be a base hit, so 1 run will come in, and the game is tied here in the top of the 4th at 1 run apiece. So this seems pretty neck and neck. In fact, I think at this point the Red Sox may have more hits than the Yankees. So here I am talking about my pitching, but they're leading here. Yeah, I think it's like 4-3 based off what I can see on the scoreboard. Oh, there we go. Sanchez with the first home run of MLB 19 this show. Thank you for breaking it right here. Now, I feel like by telling you guys that that's the first home run of MLB 19 the show, the next few games that I end up showing is going to, I don't know, they're kind of spoiled a little bit. But anyway, here's what I wanted to talk about a little bit in this video. So if I were to come back, there's some things that I would want to do differently. You've kind of probably already seen the presentation is a little bit different. I mean, since I've got Adobe Creative Cloud, I can do some cool things, I think, to enhance the way that the presentation of the game is shown. And I want to be able to interact with you guys a little bit differently than what I had done when I had done this previously. So I do have a Discord set up for the Dunbar Snack Bar channel. That is going to be in the description below. At the same time, I want to be able to connect with you guys a little bit more. One of the things I remember getting a lot was requests on games to play. And I think I found a cool way to be able to do that. And that is through a service called Camelot. What you could do with Camelot is you can go on there and you can set up what are called bounties. So you create, like, let's say you're a really big Red Sox fan and you don't like the fact that I'm playing as the Yankees here and you'd want to see a game where the Red Sox end up winning. Well, you could go in and make a bounty and you could say Yankees, Red Sox, play as the Red Sox. And then you can put some money down on it, and other people can too. And so periodically I'll go through there and be like, okay, yeah, no, this seems like really, really cool. And there's also people who are willing to fund me doing that particular thing. Let's do it. What's really great about Camelot, too, is if I see something on there and I'm like, that's a big nope, I don't want to do that, and you put some money down, the money doesn't, it comes right back to you. You're basically refunded for everything, too. So you're not out anything whatsoever. And I think that there's some really cool potential to be able to do something like that in the future because, one, it allows you to basically vote collectively. Oh, dang it, he made it. So yeah, like if you see somebody who's put a bounty on there and you're like, yes, no, I want to see this, you could put a few dollars down to it too, and kind of make it more of an incentive for me to kind of do that. And I think that'd be a great way to, as I mentioned, you guys help direct some of the content that you're going to see here on this channel. Like I just thought of some cool things in addition to, like, hey, play as this team. You can even do something on there, like, let's say you're an aspiring YouTuber in the sport genre and you're like, hey, Snack Bar, I'm going to put a bounty here for you to do a commentary over a video that I make. So you send me the gameplay of it and I'll cut it and turn it into a video and talk about you and make sure you get the exposure that you want. So there's a lot of great opportunities with that for you guys to be able to guide some of the content on this channel. So I definitely want this to be more of a community-driven channel than it had been previously. And I think it's just because if you think of what YouTube was like 3 years ago, let's see if we can do the whistle better. I'll take it. When I was doing this 3 years ago, there's a lot of cool tools and opportunities to be able to connect with each other that I didn't have before. And I think that was one of the things that really kind of made things difficult. And the fact that I've grown as a YouTuber over the last 3 years too, because I have another channel where I'm playing Arma. Dang it, I did it again. But I mean, going and playing Arma has helped me grow as a YouTuber by understanding a lot more about search engine optimization and things like that. And I know some of the things that I was not doing too well previously. Dang it, another stolen base. All right, scoring position with 1 out. So there's a chance he could end up coming home. But yeah, so I wanted to see what you guys, kind of thought about that. So I've talked about some of the different series that I want to play and ways to be able to connect with each other and stuff like that too. So I'll look at starting like an Instagram or something like that too, to be able to post some of the screenshots that I have of the games, the thumbnails that I make and stuff too. I also want to be able to do stuff on Patreon, because I think Patreon is another great way to be able to show support for the channel too. And so I have a few ideas for some rewards. Oh my gosh. Judge. That's another home run. That's going to make it 3-1 now. So both of the home runs have been solo shots. Not going to complain about that. But the fact that I'm getting these runs here and kind of increasing my lead here is something to be excited about. So we're going to focus on that. So, wow, a couple home runs in this game. I think it might be because of the team that I am playing as. I mean, the Bronx Bombers. Yankees definitely have some power in some of their position players. So, bats are something different than what I've experienced with the team. Oh, my gosh. Mookie, that is a great catch. I can't even be mad at that one. I honestly love being able to see this type of stuff, just because I know that as a player there are not many opportunities for me to be able to get these diving catches, but it seems like the computer gets a ton of opportunities, so you got to enjoy it while you can. So Chris Sale's allowed 3 runs. I don't think I mentioned that he's the one pitching for the Red Sox, but you probably noticed that already. That is 2 home runs for Sanchez. His previous at-bat was a solo shot. Now we've got another one. Here I was talking about some power and got the first game with a home run, and that first game we've got a multi-home run game for Sanchez here. Kind of hard to be able to do off of Chris Sale, and I've struggled against Sale. Like, one of the things I was going to mention for Patreon that I'd love to be able to do is, at a certain limit, you guys get to be able to view the games in their entirety. I don't know if that's something people would actually want to watch, because these things end up being about like an hour 15, an hour 30 minutes to be able to sit and play. And I'd have to still cut some stuff, because I may be called to like help out with the kids and stuff like that. You don't want to sit there through a pause screen. But anyway, that's going to be it here for Chris Sale in this game. Honestly, really not too bad. Just giving up those home runs, and I think it's because I started to figure him out a little bit. It is so different going and playing your Road to the Show series, and then especially when you're at the early stages of minor league baseball, and then you're switching to MLB. Just because in Road to the Show, when you're playing each at-bat, you don't get adjusted to the pitcher. Like, you don't get to know their trends. You just kind of, I feel like you guess a lot more than you do here. Too low. So Troy Tulowitzki with that hit into left center. That'll be his first base hit of the game. But yeah, when you're playing like a full game like this too, over all the at-bats that you have, you'll start to pick up on those trends. You'll kind of get a feel for the speed and of the pitches and stuff like that. Now, I'm getting a couple base hits here, because one of the things I like to do is take a look kind of in depth at the different pitches that a pitcher has. So, for example, if you have somebody who's like sinker, slider, changeup, those are the main ones, and then you got like a fastball thrown in there for the 4th pitch, and you know that you're probably going to be looking at a lot of pitches that are low. And in a situation where you want to try and force a double play when you're the defense, that's another reason why I want to aim pretty low. And I basically do that because I know the majority of those types of pitches will be low. All right, no double play right there. It's pretty close. Luckily, Brett Gardner is pretty fast, able to beat that throw out at first. So I wonder if I'm going to be able to get a stolen base here again, since we've got Gardner on first base. We don't have anybody over at second. Feel pretty good about having runners on second and third. Maybe get a couple more runs here before this game is done and over with. Just add a couple insurance runs at the very least too. But since we're here in the bottom of the 7th, there's still a lot of things that could happen. I've got the 4-1 lead, as you can see. If I could make it like 6-1, it'd be even better. Let that changeup go. I've been really trying to, and I feel like I'm doing a really good job at this now, of just watching that first pitch. There we go. Gardner going to second, and he's going to be safe. Yeah, I've been really doing pretty good at watching that first pitch. There's some instances where I don't, and that's because I start to see that the pitcher will just throw it right down the middle on that first pitch to get the strike, as opposed to trying to force a ball or something like that. He's going to walk me. Not the smartest call. Giancarlo Stanton is the next person to come up to the plate. Gosh, it'd be awesome to see a grand slam right here, but not the best pitch to swing on. So it gets lined to third, but you can see 7 hits for the Yankees, 5 for the Red Sox. So having that extra 2 runs has been helpful, because I want to say, 2 of those hits are those home runs. Gosh, what is it? 3 solo shots now? Sanchez has been having one heck of a game. There he is getting the single here in the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if we can bring him home, though. But that one's going to go into right center. It's going to go to the wall. I'm not going to go home with that one. Most people I probably would have right there, but when your speed is 31, it's not like you're a speed demon right there, and I don't want to necessarily go ahead and try and risk it. Bird, who is the word, up at the plate. Ooh. Gets past Moreland at first. That's going to bring 1 run home. Runners now on first and second. I should have advanced the runner at second on over to third. That is on me for not doing that. But the important thing is we got the run. So now it's 5-1. I've got a couple pitchers in the bullpen warming up, just in the event that I'm going to need them. Aroldis Chapman is closer for the Yankees, and so I've got him warming up. I don't think we're going to... double play right there. I don't think we're necessarily going to have a save situation, but I'm going to go ahead and bring him in here for the top of the 9th, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. In these types of games that aren't necessarily tied to franchise or anything like that, I'm totally open to showcasing a few pitchers and stuff like that, as opposed to having be concerned about stamina and bringing somebody in when I might not necessarily need to. If the starter's doing a really good job, making sure the bullpen gets like a day of rest or something. But if we can go ahead and get out of this without allowing 4 runs, then we've got this one in the bag. You can see Tanaka really had a decent night, 11 Ks, allowing 5 hits and 1 run. Got 107 pitches in, which I don't want to say that's higher necessarily than what I used to do, because I genuinely don't even remember, but it just feels like that was more than what I used to pitch in the past. That's probably a good thing, though, thinking about it. Had a lot of strikes, so that means we had a lot of contact with the ball. Now, Chapman, obviously, I've had him for a number of franchises. I just love the dude's speed. I'm trying to think. I had him for MLB 2K at one point, too, because I think he was the one who I could get up to like 103, 104 miles an hour or something like that. I think he got the record of 105. I think it's the fastest pitch I've ever had. All right, swing and a miss. That is 2 outs. Here we go with the 1-1 pitch. Going to go with the fastball, low and inside. High fly ball. Should be able to get underneath it, and that is going to be the end of this game. So tell me, guys, was this enjoyable? Do you want to see more of this? I'm going to post some Madden and stuff like that here in the near future. I got to work on something with Madden 20, but come Saturday, maybe I'll go ahead and post some NCAA football. But I'm excited to see what you guys say in the comments. So comment down below. Was this fun? Do you want more of it? Because if you guys are going to commit to this, so am I. I need you guys to help support me. Watch these videos all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Until next time, you guys have a good one.